And now, live from Pod Cabin in Burbank, California, it's the Allison Rosen is Your New Best Friend show. Tonight, Allison welcomes your guest. He's an actor you know from Shrill, Her, and Up All Night. It's Luka Jones. And she's a comedy writer who has thoughts about your breakfast pastry. It's Robin Shorr. Tone Zone is here to explain the deep lore of Jedi Master Yaddle from Star Wars. I'm her husband Daniel, saying hop on board the Love Bus and say hello to your new best friend, Allison Rosen.
Allison Rosen, Allison Rosen is your new best friend. Allison, with her good times never end. Allison Rosen, doing the wavy pencil dance again. Allison, Allison's your new best friend.
Hello, my little hot cross buns. Welcome to another exciting episode of Allison Rosen is Your New Best Friend. That particular carbohydrate was sent in on Patreon by Megan Parkansky. I am very excited to welcome my guest to the show, which I will do in a moment, because I already forgot how I normally do intros. I am off my game because we're doing an in-person show, which is very exciting. And it is the second show I have done of the day, which is very unusual for a Monday. That is neither here nor there. Where you, the listener, is concerned, you came here for one reason, and that is to hear a fantastic show. And that is going to happen any second. It just hasn't started yet. Here we go. I am on Patreon. All sorts of fun stuff on Patreon, including bonus episodes of my Patreon bonus podcast called The Friend Zone. I just did an episode with your favorite Jackie Johnson. I went on location to her house. I met her adorable baby. I heard all the details of her very intense birth, including some hot exclusives. And you can hear all of that. And there's plenty of other friend zones, like so many of them. You get the whole back catalog if you subscribe. And then also pictures, and you can see videos of the Thursday shows that we do on Zoom, and then also live streams. There's a level where you can text me and I'll text you back. I mean, it's a cornucopia of stuff. If you subscribe for a year, you get 2 months free. You can also submit, that's right, carbohydrates and questions for the guests, blah, blah. Patreon.com/Allison Rosen. Okay. We are in person. It is overwhelmingly exciting. Robin Shorr, hello.
Hello. It's overwhelming.
I know.
I'm overwhelmed.
I am overwhelmed as well. It's crazy. This is the first time that you've been to this house, because I've seen you. So I need to take it down a notch.
Me too.
I've seen you so much lately, but it's weird. It's only been on the computer.
It's only been on computer.
Yeah.
What a difference in person makes.
I
No matter
know.
how much we want to try and say we're all fucking cool, excuse my language, with this new way of life.
Right.
It is a thrill and an honor to see you and Tony Thaxton in person.
This is the first time you've met Tony, right?
Ever.
No, remember, I've been to your house.
Oh, that's right.
Ow.
Oh my God, Tony. I'm sorry.
No, it's like we
in...
didn't know each other at the time, which sounds very strange out of context.
I absolutely remember the day you came to my house. I fully do. There's not that many people that come to my house.
I just don't remember you. Yeah.
No, I do.
Wait.
I do. It was
No.
just-
Let me introduce our other guest,
Yes.
and then I need to hear again, because I feel like I've heard this before, but I don't remember. Okay.
You don't need to introduce me. Just like you go right into it. Okay.
No, we have to introduce you because it's your first time on the show.
It is.
Please put your hands together for first timer and Robin's former neighbor and someone whose performance I enjoyed immensely on the show Thrill. It is Luka Jones. Hello.
Hey, how are you? Hey, everybody.
Nice to meet you.
The show's called Shrill.
She was thrilled about Shrill. It's okay. I get it.
Did I say thrill?
Yeah, it rhymes with Shrill.
I said thrill?
Yeah.
Because my brain was thinking shrill.
Well, no, you're
I really
thinking
don't.
it's a thrill.
It's a thrill
because he's from Shrill.
because I'm from Shrill.
Did I say thrill twice, though?
No,
I don't
once.
know.
Only once.
What
I wasn't even going to mention
happening?
it.
I'm
Robin
now I
mentioned
feel bad. Now I feel
No.
bad.
I'm
You
so
should.
glad you pointed it out.
I feel like you would have wanted me to point it out.
Yeah. You're the voice of Biore, so you notice these things.
You said thrill.
And salad. I cannot believe I said thrill.
Yeah.
I can. It's no big deal.
I loved
I think
it.
I said what a Tony, did you catch that?
No. I mean, I realized that's what you said, but I just thought it was a show I wasn't aware of.
But also to be fair, like he doesn't listen to what you're saying.
That's what that's what I think though.
Okay.
That's what I think.
That was what I get off him, and I just met him.
That's
so I
the
don't know.
vibe he gives off, right? And he is my producer
Yeah.
and engineer guy and
No, he
editor.
seems awesome. I love him.
Here we go.
Right.
Yeah.
You know
But
why?
she
Because
Yeah.
because like an easygoing sort of like chill dude is what seems awesome, but that's not what you want in that chair.
No.
No.
Right?
Right.
I realize this reflects poorly on me because I hired him.
No. Nothing reflects poorly on me.
No.
Thank you.
Not in 2022. Nothing reflects poorly on any of us.
No.
In my, just to go over this one more time, and clearly I'm not the easygoing person. In my mind, what happened is,
Yeah.
I'm crazy. That's right. In my mind, it was like I enjoyed your performance immensely on Shrill.
Yeah.
And then you guys were both like, the show is called Shrill.
We all do it.
And I was
what
like,
you do
yeah.
is you're thinking of a particular word and you say another word.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
I do it all the time.
All the time.
Yes.
All the time.
Except that to my mind, that was not what happened.
But
I
you know
get
what
that is what
You can
happened.
check the tape if you want to. If you don't
No,
believe
I
it.
know.
No, yeah,
No,
you
I believe
definitely
you.
go back to the tape. I just want to say I had a split second conversation with myself in that moment. Do I mention it or don't I?
I'm glad you did.
And I think
you only mentioned it because I'm here.
no.
Yeah.
Didn't you both mention it?
No.
Well, after she broke
But-
the seal, I was just like, yeah.
I
it's
just, that's what's called a judgment call. And sometimes in life you have to make judgment calls. And I made a judgment call.
I'm glad you did because sometimes I'll go back and I'll hear things and I'm like, why did everyone let that fly?
Right.
Yes.
I'm the fact checker.
Yeah, no, it's good because it's it proves to me that Tony doesn't listen. Oh, no. Wait, no, sorry. We realized he thought it was another show.
Right.
I mean,
he thought it
there
was a
are
show
a million
called Thrill.
shows out there.
He thought you were in Shrill
Yeah.
and Thrill.
Or he
What are
just
the
thought
chances?
I was in Thrill and that
Yeah.
Thrill's a show and that he hasn't watched.
Right.
Which is like most shows I haven't watched. I wouldn't. If you said
Yeah.
like, here's a show's name and then you just said any word whatsoever, I'd
Right.
be like, got it.
Yes.
I believe you.
Yes.
I mean, that's my normal response
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
because
Okay.
there's so much content.
A lot of content. For all you know, Thrill is shooting next door.
Yeah, it makes sense that it would be.
It's shooting next door.
Yeah.
It's that they do the interiors on the Warner Brothers Ranch. I mean, we're on the set of Thrill.
Yeah.
Yes. Tony, I apologize.
That's all we were looking for.
Yeah. I take accountability for it. And I'm going to change my ways.
I'll consider forgiving you.
Thank you. Let me know when you have reached a decision,
I'm
and
definitely
I
gonna
will
leave you hanging for a while, though.
Yeah.
let me twist. Anyway, okay. So, welcome to the show.
Thank you for
it was a
having me.
thrill to watch you in Shrill.
Oh, thank you for saying that.
Enjoyed it immensely. I know you have a new project coming out, and we will get to that. But first, I need to know, and also you're a philosophy PhD, right?
Right,
And I
yeah.
want to talk about that too.
Okay.
But first, let's just attack the matter at hand.
Introducing me?
No. You know I do that around the 40-minute mark.
I know.
I'll make
I
an
love to call you out.
I'll make an exception for today. Welcome to the show, Tony Thaxton.
Tony Thaxton.
Thank you. It's a thrill to be here.
I'm waiting. I was like, wait. It looked like you were about to
Allison
play a
Oh no,
drop.
I was, because the host of the show likes me to take notes, so I was doing that as well.
What note are you taking?
Well, I was
I was introduced.
I was, yeah, that's all the notes are.
Really?
No,
stuff that relates to you.
I was predicting what
Tony
you were
asked to
about
be
to
introduced.
ask.
Oh, wait. What was it going to be?
Why I've been to Robin's house.
Oh yeah, that is what. Thank you. Yes,
It's the real elephant in the room
I
right
know.
now.
Well,
I couldn't stop thinking about it.
I know. And
we
if Tony's been to my house, he's basically also been to Luka's old house, which we can talk about.
that was where I was going to go next.
Right.
Right. Okay. So
Mind
because
meld.
you guys used to be neighbors.
Yes.
Tony, how have you been to Robin's house? Take it away, you guys.
It was when she was doing her old podcast.
Oh.
I would occasionally get hired by the network it was on to just, when somebody couldn't make the show.
so you
I would
recorded
go,
her show.
Yes, I went and
Oh,
recorded
right.
the
Was
show.
it during the All Things Comedy era or the Starburns era?
Starburns?
Got it. So very early on, pretty much.
Yeah, it was probably 2017,
17.
something like
Yeah. Yeah. It was 2017.
So you had forgotten that Tony actually came and recorded your show.
I mean, to be fair, I came, I recorded the show, I left. You know,
Also,
we chatted, but
And-
like
To be
not
fair,
much.
a couple things have happened since 2017.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Okay.
And-
The Kansas Jayhawks won the national championship.
Yeah,
In
seriously.
basketball, men's basketball.
What
is
year?
that
Big
is
deal.
that on your
This year.
mind, Robin?
This year. Yeah, that was
That's
why.
on my mind. I don't know what's on there.
No, I have to say, I think I just like what I did was I would unlock my door on Sunday afternoons when we did that podcast, and just whoever was going to come in was the person that was going to come in. Like it just
To record, you mean?
yeah, it just was a very strange.
Wow.
We did things. I
Like
I
whether
think
it
I
was
was
a serial
just worried
killer
about
or- yeah.
50 other things, and I was like, I don't even know who's in my house. But I remember Tony coming to my house one day, but it was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I would in no way be offended if you did.
Kansas Jayhawks won a game since then. How
I
can you
know.
possibly remember?
Many games.
Sorry,
they won the
sorry.
national championship game.
Oh.
Biggest comeback ever in the history of the tournament against North Carolina. But everybody that's listening knows this.
They know that.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So Luka lived directly across the street from me. And now I just want to tell you, because we haven't caught up about this, the guy that lives in your house now, the guy
I
who
don't know,
bought
yeah.
the house from you, he's erected this crazy like privacy thing.
Yeah.
Like a hedge.
I had a
It's like a
hedge.
frame. You know how like the Disney concert hall is like curving and weird with metal?
Wait,
it's
he
like
got
that.
Frank Gehry?
Yeah, he got Frank Gehry
'Cause
to
that's
do
like
your
a
old
pretty
house.
cool move.
Yeah.
That's going to up the price.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, my old house was kind of across the street from hers, but like down this like tiny little like
Yeah.
nothing road. And like it looked at the other side of the hill, like so
Mm-hmm.
the other view. And like when people are going on walks, they would walk up my driveway because my hedges didn't cover that. This is probably going to be the most exciting part of the podcast. But like, and then they would just like stand there and look at the view of LA.
Yeah.
And you could see them from like being in the house. So I understand, like I didn't mind it that much, but I understand why somebody might want to not have that
Want to call
happen.
Frank Gehry.
But
So
I
wait,
Yeah, yeah.
what you're saying is you would see tourists looking
to the west because
I mean,
we're like Griffin Park.
tourists
inside
or
your
just
house.
like
The observatory.
neighborhood people or whatever.
Right.
It's just like you can walk up, like you're technically probably not supposed to walk up somebody's driveway.
probably.
and
not.
and clearly be able to see into their house. but
Yes.
look over the roof of the house and see the beautiful view of LA. This
Did
is-
it bother you though? You're saying it didn't.
No, I'm
really.
saying like it didn't really. I mean, like every once in a while, if I'm in a bad mood, I was like, "Come on, guys!" But
Yeah.
like, I would never like. I didn't like erect anything. This guy,
Right.
did.
This guy
Good for him.
erected something, and I just want to say one thing. When I
Say more than one
look,
thing.
when I look like crap, and Luke has seen it, when I'm just like walking my dog in my pajamas, which is often, the guy
I've
gives
definitely
me,
seen that,
Yeah,
yeah.
you've definitely seen that. The guy just like kind of always gives me dirty looks, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not dressed. Guy who moved into Luca's house, and then like on days like today when I blow
That
my
is a
hair
weird-
out for you. He tries to sort of smile and sort of give me the eyes. And I'm like, it's the same person.
Do you think he thinks you're a different person?
Yeah, but like
No, it's not.
to be
that
fair, it's
dramatic.
not that nice to just call him Guy
Well,
who moved into Luca's house to his face.
Yeah.
No
Maybe
wonder
you
he's
should
got
learn
like
his
a
name.
weird attitude about you.
I mean, but that's who he is to me. He
Yeah.
replaced. You were the world's greatest neighbor, and now I got to
That's
deal
true.
with that guy who has no idea I'm the same person.
no, you were the world's greatest neighbor.
Nah. But anyway, yes, it's been. Thank you for putting us both on this show today. It's been great
Yeah,
to catch up so
That's
far.
fun.
Well,
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, this may go horrible.
I've got a lot of questions.
Okay.
Do you think he really doesn't realize you're the same person?
I really don't.
Oh,
I'm being
no.
so
I think he
honest.
just like approves of you being made up and disapproves of you walking around
Yeah.
in pajamas. And
And is
I'm just guessing. I
Going to
don't
give
know
you
the guy at
positive
all.
reinforcement.
I wouldn't do that. I am pro pajamas outside.
Yeah,
for sure.
there was a woman early on in the pandemic who kept saying, "Oh, you're wearing the bear pajamas today," and I was like, "Yeah,
I don't like any of these judgmental people.
yeah." I'm
during the
wearing
pandemic.
it was actually
She
like,
was judging
Yeah.
pajamas during the pandemic.
yeah,
That's
and
crazy.
guess what? Those were my good pajamas. I was like,
outdoor
"No, these were
pajamas.
pajamas I changed into to come out here."
Yeah.
lady.
Yeah.
and guy that moved into Luca's house.
What does he look like? Is he a prize?
The guy who moved into
Oh,
Luca's
wow.
house.
You
He
guys are
looks
really-
like he could kill you. He looks like he is a special ops for the Israeli army.
So
That's so weird. I was
Is that
gonna
what you
say,
were
yeah, I was going Israeli.
Yeah,
so
Israelis,
he looks like somebody who could protect you very well.
right, but like
Very
Only
sexy.
if she's like has makeup on though.
right.
Well, I mean, if that's the deal, that's the deal.
you know, there's
Mossad. That's what I was thinking.
Some Israeli men. I'm not going to categorize. I'm not going to generalize, but
I'm
they
not in on this,
they
yeah.
like blondes. And my hair has been different shades of blonde, and when it's blown out, I don't think he can resist.
That's your natural hair,
It's
right?
absolutely
I've always-
not.
I've always
No.
thought you were blonde.
No, I mean I was like blonde, but like not like this.
Wait, what does that mean?
This is
for
true.
people listening on an
I mean,
audio podcast.
I can do this with my sister. I'll be like, "That's not your hair," and she's
Totally
like,
not my
"No."
hair.
So
What if I was
don't
like,
know
this
that.
is a wig?
That's not even her face.
What?
No, I got my hair colored, but it was blonde like my whole life, most of my life until like I was a teen. It turned dark.
This was your way of attracting Jewish men? or something?
Israeli men only.
Israeli.
Israelis
Oh,
only.
so Jewish men aren't like this. Only Israeli men. I know
In my
there's overlap,
experience,
obviously.
yeah, in my experience, it's been mostly with Israeli men, and it has nothing to do with what I, Robin, look like. It has to do with
Your
the
hair.
color of the hair on my head.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's with every blonde. But you know what? If I'm wrong, you should probably edit this out. What if I get murdered?
Yeah,
By
yeah.
this guy?
I don't know. He's
Oh, so like if you're right about the like he kills people, but wrong about the blonde thing.
yes,
Yeah,
he's
got
gonna
it.
kill me.
Yeah. But
Wait,
yeah.
what are the circumstances? Yes, what are the circumstances where you get murdered for having said this? Because I'm willing to edit it out if it'll save your life, but I don't want to edit it out
Okay,
otherwise.
don't. I feel bad
Who's
for
the Prime
making
Minister of
general.
Israel right
I don't know.
I was
You
gonna say
guys,
I know.
that. What? Just hey.
are you Jewish?
Well, yes, but I don't think I have to know stuff.
I should
I
know who
agree.
the
I
PM
agree,
of
you don't.
Israel is. I should.
I don't know like the head of state of Serbia is, and I'm half Serbian.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So okay, that makes me feel better.
But also, to be
Should know.
fair, like Serbians aren't like making such a big deal out of like being Serbian or whatever.
Well, in my defense,
I
Exactly.
love you guys.
Yeah.
I mean the general.
yeah, no, I know. You mean women. No, I was going to say, in my
Yes.
defense of not knowing anything, I was raised with nothing, and I've always only celebrated the Christian holidays, which is weird, I know. At some point,
No,
I
it's
should
not.
reconnect with what
I
it
was
means to be
raised
Jewish.
with
but-
just the Christian holidays because I was baptized Christian. Like,
Yeah. No, but
Orthodox, which is weird, like kind of unusual, but like, and I don't like celebrating any of the Christian holidays.
see, I actually really like Christmas, though.
Yeah, that's funny.
Do you like Christmas, Luca?
No, not at
It's
all.
the best.
Really?
I mean, I
How
only
can
like
you
it.
not like
I have
it?
a nephew, and so insofar
Oh,
as
he's
he
so
likes
cute,
it,
by the way.
yeah, thank you. Insofar as he likes it, that's fun for me, and then that's enough. Like I don't need to open presents.
Well, no, now
or,
that
like,
I'm-
have too many lights or whatever.
Oh.
but my sister loves it, so good for that. Like that they live in a house together, and I've got my own house.
Yeah.
and we do it differently.
Now that I'm old, like the presents part is not, I don't need to receive presents.
You are old. Let's be clear.
I thank you.
Not older, but old.
Old,
You
no.
said old.
I am. Yeah. Now that I'm old,
You're past the line. Yeah.
it's an insult to most people that I'm still kicking. They didn't predict I still would be.
Is it 99 that you are?
Yes. But I don't look a day over 98. Thank you.
No. She looks very young.
For
Very beautiful.
97.
No.
Thank
You look 18 2 days ago.
Oh my God. So you're 18 and 2 days old.
Yeah, 18 plus 2.
That was a wrong answer.
Anyway, though, yeah, it's not about receiving the gifts and stuff. But
It's about worshiping Jesus.
It's about the reason for the season. Yes. No, but I love. I wish it would actually get a little colder. I wish it would get cold. It no longer really does that at all. But I do love.
It'll get colder like
I
around
hope-
Christmas.
I
Also
love-
get dark at like 3 p.m. or
I'm
something.
okay with
That's
that.
soon. I love
Yeah.
it. I love it.
But I
do?
do love,
Love
the
it.
lights and the decorations and I sound like a 3-year-old and the smells and the songs, but not the Mariah Carey one and just all the whole Christmas experience. I fucking love all of it.
That's the thing I think I don't like about it.
Yeah.
That's
What,
like,
the Mariah Carey song?
is like
The experience.
how it's this like very
Commercialized.
unfortunate aspect of me, which is I'm like, you guys are all acting like children, you adults.
Oh,
Stop
okay.
acting like children.
I
You know,
see
like-
that.
And then, but then it's like,
Yeah.
like, look, it's dark and colder, and like, let them act like children if it gets them through the season or whatever.
It's smack in the middle of winter. That's probably what it was
Oh,
for. It was to like
for
fully
the
Yeah.
pagans,
Yeah.
right? Like we're like, I don't know the real history, but I'm gonna make one up right now.
Okay,
The
good.
pagans were like, they put like, you know, like a holiday around winter solstice because they were just like probably so depressed about how short the day was or whatever, and then that was popular, and the Christians were like, hey, we got to get in on this so we can make our religion popular, like. Right? Like Jesus wasn't born December 25th or anything.
Oh my God, you're blowing my mind.
Do you guys not know this stuff?
I mean, it's not front of mind for me. You know,
What did you learn in Sunday school?
I went to Hebrew school,
I'm kidding.
Luca.
I'm kidding.
Wait, I had another question. I've got to stop announcing questions. Instead, I should just ask them. But I
think it's charming.
Yeah.
Stop.
Smith-
I'm 18 plus
My
2.
nephew,
and I'm
my
charming?
nephew does that all the time. Yeah, it's cute.
So wait, you don't like when people act like children?
Oh no. I'm criticizing myself though for saying.
Are you?
Like, I think so. I think I am.
I don't. Okay, keep going.
For having a sort of knee jerk response to the childlike to be
Right.
charitable, joy for lights and whatever
Smells.
that old people exhibit during Christmas.
Right. Yes.
I'm like, calm down. Like, they're lights. It's like, okay.
Yes. No. I know. I guess I grasped that the first time,
Yeah.
and so what I'm wondering is this like a? Are you generally like this? Are you generally like, hey, everyone, let's just act our age?
Oh,
Is this-
no. I mean, look at the way I dress like a college kid. I eat like a 5-year-old. Like, no, it's something like, I think it's something, what it is for me with holidays. Again, this will probably be the tide for that other part, like most popular
Most
part of this
down-
episode,
downloaded part of the
which is
episode.
like, if I'm forced, so holidays are forced.
Okay.
Insofar as they're like society wide, I get a little grumpy. I'm like, guys, I don't want to take today off. I don't want to do that today. Is there anybody else that's with me? Can we like,
That's so interesting.
can I go somewhere and have a burrito and like, or something and like not have everybody be closed and not have everybody go like, what are you doing for Christmas? Wait, you don't have
Yes.
any plans?
Yeah.
You know, like
Oh,
that
how do-
feels like a little, it's too much for me.
Too conformist?
Yeah.
Too much pressure.
Well, too much pressure. It's like,
You must dislike New Year's Eve intensely.
oh, I don't even think about it as a
That's
thing.
awesome.
But like-
I wish I
but-
could
You
not
came out
think
the other
about
But
it.
side
like
of it.
people like go like they start acting like you're doing something wrong or there's just something deeply wrong with you if you're like not excited for Christmas.
Yeah.
Even if you're just like, oh no, have fun. I'm just like, I'm gonna just treat it like a normal day. They're like, oh no, that's so sad.
Yeah. Right. Like you need to be. You need to be visited by 3 ghosts, my friend.
I mean, if that were what Christmas was, I would be excited about Christmas.
Be visited by
yeah,
3.
you
even
want
the scary,
ghosts.
even the Ghost of Christmas Future.
You want the authentic Christmas experience that involves ghosts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
You're like, I don't need the pageantry. I don't need the smells and the lights and the feelings
I
and
want-
the warmth.
You want to
I
be
want
haunted.
fucking ghosts.
I want what Bill Murray got in Scrooged.
Okay. All right. We got there.
Talk about Bill Murray for a second.
That's
Yeah.
why I brought it up.
Yeah.
Can we talk about hashtag Bill Murray?
What's the hashtag?
Oh, you're not on Twitter anymore.
No. I am. I
you
know
not?
something happened with
Please
a
don't
movie
be on
he was
Twitter.
working on.
No. Go ahead. Sorry.
No. I was looking to you if you want to take.
I just wanted to say something. I didn't.
Okay.
I was trying to think of what's the Dickensian's what's Scrooge's like actual first name in the book?
Ebenezer.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I thought it was Ebenezer. I was like, I'm not sure. I'm just gonna go with Scrooge. That's kind of funnier. But then like, not very funny. But like then, but then I knew that it would be a Bill Murray thing, and now it
So
is.
has
do you
Bill
know
Murray been in the news?
I don't
today?
really care. Like, I mean, I love Bill Murray. He's been an icon for a long time. A lot of people that are younger don't remember that his career was basically over, like before Rushmore.
Yeah.
And he, like, and
I
he had
loved
like he had
Rushmore.
like a bigger career in
Rushmore.
some sense. I mean, maybe not bigger, but loved Rushmore. But like,
Tony, do you want to say it?
Did you love Rushmore?
Do I want to say what?
Oh no. Busted.
it's okay not to have watched Rushmore.
It's
Oh, I've
not
watched
okay not to pay attention to this podcast.
He's typing notes.
He's watching YouTube, for God's sake.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
like,
watching
He's
Rushmore,
watching
actually.
Rushmore. Yeah.
But no. I mean, like he's like he's been a beautiful like comedian artist in a lot of ways. But like yeah, I mean, like people are coming out and saying like that, like
Well, so,
he's got-
okay.
I mean,
So what
everybody
happened-
knew he was like kind of a grump at least.
But
right?
At the very
All I
least.
know is yesterday.
I'm not even trying to. Yeah,
Yesterday he was trending on Twitter,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, "What is happening?"
trending on Twitter, by the way. Like
Is
fuck
special.
that. Who gives a shit about? No offense, but like I don't even know how they picked that shit. Do you?
Right? No,
I don't think
but-
it's like algorithmic, like just purely mathematical, whatever. But
No, it's not. It's
Oh,
something
it's
more
not?
than that. Well,
Oh.
it's
maybe it used to be. I think you can like.
Oh my God, we're breaking down all these systems.
I feel like the
and
Twitter overlords,
worlds.
like definitely just choose what
Oh.
what to make trend or whatever.
Is
that too-
I don't know.
Interesting.
I actually don't
Am
know.
I sounding like Donald Trump right now?
No. Yes. A little.
I don't like Donald Trump.
Well, that's interesting. No, I don't think it's what you're suggesting, Luca. Although it quite possibly could be, but I think it's more complicated than just number of tweets. There's like a lot of stuff that goes into the algorithm, from what I understand.
So you think it is algorithmic?
I do actually
It's
think
not
so.
the whimsy of like the overlords of Twitter.
I don't think so, but
You're right. You're right.
Well, I'm
I
not
think
sure
you're
I'm right,
No,
though.
I think you're right. Though.
okay.
I was
Let's go
joking.
with that. But I actually don't know. But anyway, he's trending, which makes me say, oh, he's getting canceled or something happened or whatever. But then I tried to look to find like the source of this, and I couldn't find it. But then I was asking someone today what happened.
Yeah.
And they said a bunch of stories came out, or people were sharing a bunch of stories of him being an asshole.
So it's
but
like-
again, I don't know what
okay.
the
It's like-
genesis
It's
was.
like kind of famous people. So it's like
was it Gina Davis's book? Did that spark it? Like, I don't know what
so
started
there was
it.
like I mean I don't read Deadline that much. thank
I don't
goodness.
either.
But like I clicked on it and it was like Seth Green had a story about how he claimed like Bill Murray bullied him when he was like a kid, and you can read it for yourself for the details. And then like
Was this today?
No. I mean, this is
Like
like
recently?
This is like over the last like week or so.
Okay.
Two, like, and Gina Davis had a book come out,
Right, I
and
saw
in
that.
the book is detailed like when they first met for
The audition.
This is her claim. I'm
Yeah.
really big into like making things claims. Like I don't have any reason to doubt her. I'm just saying like
Allegedly.
allegedly they did a movie together that I actually really love and not everybody knows about, which is called
Quick Change. Directed by
Nelson's dad,
Nelson
Howard
Franklin's
Franklin.
dad, Howard
Yeah.
Franklin.
So-
Shout out to
Actually-
Howard Franklin. Nelson's an actor that we've both
mutual
worked with,
friend,
and
yeah.
a
And a
nice,
mutual friend.
nicest guy. Hi,
Yeah.
Nelson.
Hi, Nelson.
Hi, Nelson.
And he I mean he's like he was on Vice a lot or not Vice Veep
Yeah,
Vice.
Vice.
Was Vice the name
Shrill.
of the
Thrill.
Wait, was Vice the name of the Cheney movie that
Yes.
Yes,
That's what I was
Was he
thinking.
in? He might have been in Vice.
No, but it was like I was thinking vice president.
Yeah?
and I said the wrong word. So ananyway,
everybody does it.
Does it? Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, don't compare yourself to me. My brain is mush now. But like
Wait till you're old.
Yeah, I will.
Wait till you're 18.
But
+2.
it's actually technically co-directed. It's the only thing that Bill Murray ever directed too.
Quick Change.
If you
Whoa.
look it up. So like I don't know how much he actually directed that.
Right.
I don't know. But like,
You know who does know? Nelson
Nelson's
Franklin and Nelson.
Howard Franklin probably knows.
Yeah.
And I think they were friends and
Yeah.
and stuff. And so like, when they met, Gina Davis plays his love interest or wife or girlfriend or whatever. And it's a fun, funny movie where like they basically like, it's about like robbing a bank and then trying to get out of New York and they can't get out of New York. And like, and what's the guy? Who's the third guy?
I don't remember.
Quaid.
Oh, Dennis Quaid.
No.
Randy Quaid.
Randy Quaid is the third guy, and it's these three people. And so when Gina Davis said when we met or something like that, she and like Bill Murray, like he wanted to like use this massage thing on her, and she politely said, I think, said no, and then he insisted, and she said no again, and then she said she relented finally because it was just like, you know, didn't want to be uncomfortable. Something like that.
So he was just like a creep.
When you say massage
I don't know.
thing,
Yeah.
what does that
Like
mean?
on what part of her body?
Like a huge dildo or whatever. No, I'm sure it was just like a massage machine. you know?
Right. And she was like, you know, I'm not feeling that right now.
and he's like, you will be feeling this right now.
I saw the headline, admittedly,
I
and
don't
I didn't
know
read
what
the
happened
story,
in
but
there.
that's tough. And I think he has sort of like an ongoing bit where he'll do something sort of like slightly horrible and then sort of whisper like, no,
Nobody will believe you.
Oh, yeah.
and that's, you know,
Oh,
that's
I don't know that he does something. Is it always that he does something horrible?
Yeah,
Or
I
just,
thought it was.
or just that he does something surprising and alone with somebody?
I've heard that he'll like eat your hamburger and then be
That
like,
doesn't
nobody
sound-
will believe you.
To be clear, if Bill Murray, let's just say before this, I don't know what to say, but like ate my hamburger
Yeah.
You'd be
and
excited.
said nobody'd believe
Yeah.
you, I'd be like, right on.
Right.
That happened.
Yeah.
Right, but that signals to me like it's pretty funny,
It's a
and you can
boundary.
tell everybody that Bill Murray ate your hamburger,
Mm-hmm.
or like I don't know, like I don't know if any of the stuff is like untoward. Let's just say eat your hamburger is the most generous version of it.
And by that, we mean eat your pussy.
Right. Don't. Oh my God.
Dive face first into your fur burger.
I like that. I was just like, right.
I love that you
right.
said fur burger.
I'm bringing it back.
It should come back.
But I think I feel like those things have been on the spectrum of like hamburger to kissed on the lips when it wasn't.
Oh, so he did that?
No, I'm just saying, like, from my memory of what the stories were.
She's saying, like, I don't know if my memory's at all correct,
Got it.
but
but it
here's
feels
my
like
memory.
it was on a spectrum of nobody will believe that I ate your hamburger,
kissing
and nobody
somebody-
will believe that I just stuck my tongue down your throat.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Oh, wait.
know.
You just said kissing on the lips and then you went to stick
right.
your-
Well,
Okay,
I mean,
that's
one
very
thing leads
invasive.
to another.
Okay. All right.
It is invasive, but it signals to me, regardless. If it's just the hamburger thing, it signals to me somebody who has no boundaries. You know,
I think if
And
you've
it's
been famous
that
for the
long.
last like 60 years
so long,
or whatever, it's been 50 years, 40 years,
at least.
like you can't be normal anymore.
You you have fame brain.
And I mean famous, not just like, oh, like congrats on being on Thrill or whatever. Like, I mean, like really, that's not a dig at you. Like, I mean, like really, like what famous used to be. And now apparent, you know, like where like there were 3 channels or 4 channels
Yeah.
Right.
and the numbers on like shows were just like impossible to get now. Like it just separated you. I mean, like a movie star like Brad Pitt, it just makes him like an alien.
It's true.
Who,
I
by
agree
the
with
way,
that.
like weird stuff came out about him
I know,
recently.
I know, but that's
What do you mean?
from her side.
Oh, you didn't see that?
Well,
This
I
is-
mean,
by the
I
way,
remember
I
years
love
ago something about like he got drunk or something.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, honestly, I feel we're going to keep doing this, but I do feel a little gross. Like,
circling.
I mean,
Yeah,
these are my
celebs.
buddies. You know what I mean?
They're your peers.
I've never met. These are
They're
my
your
peers.
peers.
We're actors.
Yeah.
And like you might not get it, but no.
No.
I did never met either one.
We
of them.
don't normally do. I don't normally do celeb stories
I
on this
know.
show. We normally just talk about how wrestlers make themselves bleed. So we
Those
can,
are celebs.
yeah,
you
they're
know?
celebrities as well.
They are to like lots of people.
Lots
No, I know.
Not to
Yeah.
me, but
I didn't mean to. Let me just clarify.
let's get some clarification.
I didn't mean to say wrestlers aren't celebrities.
They
I
are.
meant to say
Oh.
they're a different kind of celebrity.
Yeah. Just
They're
like
not Bill
just
Murray.
like just
They're
like
not Brad
YouTube
Pitt.
celebrities.
Yeah.
Who like like millions of kids now, like, and I will never even know one of their names.
Not
like,
one
or
of them.
Um. Anyway,
Sorry.
Angela. No, it's okay. No, I didn't mean anyway. Like
No,
anyway,
no.
Luka.
No, you said you said Brad Pitt something recently.
Yes, Angelina Jolie claims that Brad Pitt got like drunk and choked one of the kids on a plane or something.
So this was
and
something-
like was aggressive, like a story that reflects. Now, again, no idea if it's true. It came out in a lawsuit and it was like supposed to be years ago, but it was like a very upsetting story to read.
So we
Yeah.
should be careful because
Yeah. It's upsetting.
Angelina Jolie is my buddy. No,
Did you go to Beverly with her? She was Angie Voight at Beverly High.
I didn't know that.
Back in the day.
Daniel, my husband went to
didn't know
film
that.
school with her brother.
Oh,
Yeah.
the one she kissed.
The brother
Yes.
she had sex with?
That same one.
No. We're friends. It's cool. She's told me. She fielded a question just to like. I think we've done like 6 tangents out now. And this
That's
is the
okay.
7th. I used to watch Inside the Actor Studio, hosted by James Lipton.
James
Yeah.
Lipton,
And he would
yes.
interview actors, and he started with like all like De Niro or
Yeah.
whoever, like and all that. But like he made his way through, and she's a wonderful actress. Like has been really good in certain like lots of things, and like somewhere towards the end, he tries to like ask. He's like, look, like people said some things about. I forget how he does it. Like, and she's basically like, are you trying to ask if I've had sex with my partner? And he's like, sort of, like he's embarrassed, and she's like, I have not. She took it like she was so poised. She just like took the question out of his mouth, like, and that is how you do it if you're having
That
sex
is
with
how
your
you
brother.
do it. Oh,
You're right.
You've got to learn. You got to learn how to do it.
That is exactly.
You gotta
what
get
you
out
would
in front of
say.
it.
Yeah,
Also,
exactly.
oh my
Control
God.
the
they're
twist.
adults. They can do what they want.
Sure. But like, what was it? This was so long ago. When she won for Girl Interrupted, she turned and kissed him on the lips, or she said, I'm so in love with my brother right now. That's
Something
what
like
it was.
that.
Yeah.
It was something that like just like no like sort of like lots of normal people, because they watch the Oscars for like gawking
Yeah.
purposes, like just like interpreted in a way that it didn't
Right
have
way.
to. It didn't have to be
Right.
interpreted that way.
No, it did. I don't think she's
They come from like a somewhat broken family, if I remember
Yeah.
right, and their mom died like of cancer, and like
And
so
the
they've been
dad's-
through a bunch of shit
the
together.
dad's up at the Bel Air, the Cafe Bel Air, talking to anybody that'll speak to him about Trump.
If she's in love, so if she's like
Right. Who are we to
in
deny that?
Yes. First of all, yes.
Love
but second
is
of all,
love.
if she's in sibling love, meaning just like I love him as a brother, like
Yeah.
do I have to say that? Like then like that's nice that she has a family member she can like just
Yes.
celebrate it
Kick
with.
it with.
Well, if like she's not getting along with anybody else,
Yes.
God, that's such a generous take on incest.
No, no. Look, I think incest should be legal. Like I like
You like it?
No.
That's what I heard you say.
No, whether or not I like it, I think it's like I don't get why it's illegal, but like it's
Wait, really?
I get why it's taboo.
Oh, I see.
I mean like consensual like adult. We're not talking about children or underage people.
No, I know, but at
And
least
this like
okay.
please let's not make this the center, but like maybe it'll be the center, but like I wasn't saying that. I was saying like if you've had a rough time, like my family's like broken in a bunch of ways, and like my sister and I have been through a lot of things, and like if I when I get nominated for an Oscar, if I brought her and I just said like I'm in love with my sister right now, like it would mean like she would be like, why did you say that? It would just mean I love her. I love my
Yes,
sister as a
yes.
sister, not as,
Yes.
a,
I get that.
not
When
as a
she-
sexual partner.
And in that moment, I remember watching the Oscars.
But I think
and
she did kiss him, right?
I think she may have kissed
She
him, but I
kissed
knew
him.
that
You can
it wasn't
kiss your-
that big of a deal.
I'm not
I
tongue.
never
No?
thought that
Okay.
was that big of a deal to the point where she'd be asked on the Actors Studio about it.
It
Was
was
it like just
But-
long, or like it was uncomfortably
I don't
long for being
remember.
a sibling? Or that's
it was
my
a
memory
little
of it,
long, but it's like come on, like
But
it's
they're-
all of America's just sitting there judging, like,
and they're gorgeous. So
Yeah.
maybe
And
they
they're
should
drunk.
kiss.
They're probably
And
drunk
They're
as-
probably drunk.
so like it was probably just like, oh wait, whoops,
Right.
it's not.
I'm
really
gonna have
Bob.
to go back and review the tape
will.
tonight.
I
This
know.
is exciting. I
want
love.
to. I want to move off of this,
Yeah.
but I'm sorry.
Sorry, the Brad Pitt thing. If I know what you're talking about, happened some years ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything about choking. I remember grabbing something about grabbing an arm when he was like a little boozy or something.
Yeah,
like that.
on a plane.
I thought it had been figured out.
Okay.
I don't really know. I don't read all the stories, but like I don't think it was a new thing. But maybe I'm wrong.
No, it's not. Wait, but like I do. Like I said, like I started to say, I want to move off of this, which is my way of saying I'm not moving off of this yet. You think incest should be
Fascinating.
legal?
Fascinating.
I have to go to the you think incest should be legal because I think Robin and my jaw was a little bit on the floor because I think that the argument
Well, I mean, I
against
guess-
it being legal is the potential offspring, which would then have
I think that's why it's illegal.
the
purely because of
genetic
that.
problem.
No,
Yeah.
I think it's illegal based off a very understandable, like just like taboo, cultural taboo.
Oh, and then you think
like,
that we then point to or we justify it with the genetic
Kid
stuff.
thing.
I think that's like, I mean, like, look, like, do you want to talk for a second about like that I went to grad school?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
this ties in
Let's do
perfectly.
this.
So like I went to
And
grad
where'd you
school.
go?
I went to USC I went to I'd never done philosophy before, and I came out here and I was like trying to like act, and it wasn't working out. I was freaking out, and I was like, what the hell am I doing? I need some structure. And so I just started taking some classes in philosophy because I was interested in it for just like normal, I mean, not normal reasons, but like I had just gotten interested in it. And so like I got a master's at Cal State LA, and then I got a PhD at USC. And like,
That's awesome.
Crazy.
thank you.
That's awesome.
I think we can end here. No, like I think like, I'm not saying anything like all philosophers should say this because there is nothing that all philosophers should say, but like there's like at least a moral like question, like, wait, what's so wrong about, forget about the legal, if it should be legal or not. Like what's so, like I get if it like icks you out, it icks me out too. Like, but lots of stuff icks me out that like doesn't mean it shouldn't, like people shouldn't be allowed to do it. And like there are plenty of people, there are people that have like genetic tendencies that like are allowed to get married that aren't related, that we don't go like, no, you can't get married.
Right.
Because if you had a baby, it might
Yeah.
be
You're
like, sick or something. It's like, no, they're adults. They get to make, what? So it's like similar. It's like a similar thing morally. I get why most people haven't
that's right.
dug into it because it's not like that. It's like, it's just so,
We have such a taboo, transgressive.
it's so transgressive,
Yeah.
and it's so like when you grow up with your I mean, this is what, if you grow up with somebody you're not blood related to as like a sister or brother, you'll have similar feelings, they say, like, which is like, ugh, what? No, that's my brother or my sister,
Right.
like, and that serves a good purpose for like the diversification of genes or whatever.
Right.
But like, what if they sign a legal document saying, we will not reproduce? I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
like then what's your argument? I'm not sure. Like, does it gross you out? Fine. Like, I get it. But lots of things gross people out.
No, that's a really good argument because like,
I'm not advocating for incest. I'm not saying that people, when, again,
No, you're right. I'm gonna marry my
consensual
brother.
adult consent. If you do,
and I'm going to have you be our witness. No, you're right. Though.
I would be
Flattered?
I would be so
Honored.
happy that like I changed your life in that way. And so your husband.
You're totally
But, like,
right though, because like
that's
a
just
lot
me.
of couples go for genetic counseling, and the
Right.
whole point is to see like what is going on. What are the chances that you're going to have a kid with X, Y, Z?
Oh, you mean
da-da-da.
they check the genetics
Yeah.
of each person? Yeah.
Yeah, well, because like Daniel,
what blood tests used to be almost. Or something.
yeah, like Daniel and I did IVF, and as part of that, I think it's required to do genetic counseling, and like we
That
actually
makes
didn't.
sense.
Yeah, we were lucky, and we didn't have stuff that could
Would
be
they
a
have
problem.
refused your request to try it if you?
No, but I think if
They're like, you should know if you're going to pay this much money
what could happen.
What could happen?
That's
That makes sense.
interesting.
I think if there are, I think they just want to, they just want to know like what you could be carriers for. And if it's for these things, then they probably, once you have the embryos, they would recommend PGD, which is, or I forget, it's like
what's that?
a certain level of testing at a certain point.
Okay.
Like we did not do genetic testing of the embryos. Because there's a risk involved and we didn't have many embryos. But if someone produces like, 17 embryos and they're trying to decide which ones to implant, then they will do genetic testing of those. And that's when people are like, we know we have, 2 girl embryos and 2, like we didn't know if we had girls
And
or
then
boys.
they just like select the traits they like best. Right?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, at this point, they
Crazy.
don't know the, as far as I know, when we did it, like they don't know the traits
Got it.
at this point, but they know
But the gender.
Yeah, they know that. And they know
That makes sense.
and they also will know like this one has I think it's called like this one is going to have this disease or this disease, so we don't think we should implant
Will they know
that
like
one.
chromosomal level stuff
Yes,
or something?
that
Okay.
stuff, yeah.
That makes sense.
That makes sense. I think like when Jewish people get married, they have to get tested for Tay-Sachs or something.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
but God forbid you should get tested for Tay-Sachs. But if you don't get married, you don't know if you
I
have
literally
Tay-Sachs or
don't
not.
even know what Tay-Sachs is.
Tay-Sachs is some crazy Eastern European
Is it just
Jewish
Ashkenazi?
disease that Ashkenazi
But
Jews
only
have.
Ashkenazi Jews.
I think
like I'm
so.
Eastern European.
Right, but
I'm not at risk or something.
I don't think so. But I gotta
not.
look up Tay-Sachs protocol.
But it pretty
when
much
I get home,
is.
so much to Google when I get home.
I love how many claims you make, and you're like, I should look that up.
But it is because Ashkenazi Jews are so like interbred, right?
We
Inbred,
cannot stop having
essentially.
sex with each other.
I love the Jewish people.
Oh my
Some
God.
of my favorite people are Jewish.
Even though we don't know our prime minister.
Yeah.
Even though, but like when I found out, like I grew up in the suburb of Chicago where like we got Jewish holidays off of public school. And
Were
like,
you mad? I was going to ask you, were you
No.
mad when you had to take Rosh Hashanah off?
super happy?
But that goes
But I
back
thought
to your
you-
thing
I
about
thought you just,
holidays.
and I was but I was a kid then.
Right.
I'm
This
talking
was
about I'm talking about as an
pre-PhD.
adult.
Right.
Once I got my PhD, that changed. No, we made dreidels, we learned the dreidel song. It's like it's all great. Like, but like when I found out as an adult man with like really good best friends or whatever that were like Jewish, that like they like the men like can't really marry like a non-Jew. I was like, what are you talking about? And like, they're like, my parents won't be cool with it. I'm like, who gives a fuck? And they're
I like how tenderly you're whispering.
well, I'm
Yeah,
just
I
like,
know.
I'm
yeah,
like,
it's
Well, he
great.
doesn't want
I'm
their
like,
parents
if you
to
put
hear.
any other ethnicity or
Right.
whatever cultural,
Yeah.
whatever you want to say, the Jewish people are like, it sounds really bad. You know, like if I were to
Yes.
say like, I can't marry
Someone who's not white.
a non-white or a Jewish person or something,
Yeah.
like, my parents would be pissed. Like people would like rightly go like, what the fuck's the matter with your parents? You know,
Yeah.
like I understand that like, I've heard Jewish people have been through some things and like, and that
They claim.
there is a, and so, and it's,
It's a lie.
I did not say that. I did not say
I
that
did.
either. But like,
But it is a lie.
like I forgot what I was going to say. It doesn't matter. I'm so scared now that we're talking about this.
No, you were
I-
like making like a toward.
I understand that like if you're, let's just call the kind like Jewishness like an ethnicity for a second, whether or not it's like an ethnicity, like I understand if like you've been targeted like in the Holocaust and other places, many other places, and only make
that you
up,
would
like,
only feel safe with each other. Is that what you're suggesting?
or just that you don't want your culture to disappear.
I think that's
I think that's the
ultimately
best.
what it is.
Yeah.
I think, look, would it have been like that? I think, let's just say pre 1940s. I think so. I think they were
Yeah.
like, stick with your people.
Yeah, but that was
Then it
like
became like
that was
dire.
But that was like also, to be fair,
Yeah.
that was also back when everybody was saying stick with your people.
Right. Everyone,
It wasn't-
there was less assimilation.
Like if I was a
Yeah.
Presbyterian and I want to like
Yes.
marry like a Methodist, like my parents might have been like, a what? A
Absolutely.
Methodist? You know, like
Yeah, that's a great
a
point.
Methodist white person like
Right.
me or whatever. You know, like I'm not Methodist, but
But
like,
it is like I mean, I just got back from a very homogenous Jewish weekend, and that pressure and that idea is very much alive.
in the men. I don't know about the women.
Well, you
Is
mean
he
the-
Jewish?
No, my husband
Right.
is not Jewish.
Oh, I didn't know
Well, you guys
that.
have a free
I
pass,
totally
though.
thought he was Jewish.
I thought women have a free pass though. It's
No.
like, no, but like the pressure's on the man
To find a Jewish woman.
because you cannot have a Jewish baby without a Jewish woman, right? Isn't that the tradition?
I guess so. Technically.
I mean
yes.
the old tradition.
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
That the
The mother
grandparents-
has
that the
to be
grandparents are
Jewish.
caring about or whatever, right?
Yes.
Like so like you guys like if you're a Jewish woman, you can go like, yeah, I get there's some pressure for there to be a Jewish man, but as long as the man is open to me raising the children in the Jewish tradition, like I've got a Jewish baby by law, by the Jewish law, like we're cool. Like the guys can't do that. They have to lust after blondes and or whatever the fuck.
Fake blondes. I will say I, as a woman, felt a gentle pressure. I felt it.
I believe that.
Yeah. I felt
believe
a
that.
gentle like pressure.
Yeah, like it'd be better if you
And and none of my serious boyfriends before Sam were Jewish, none of them. And so I think they were just like, the chances are it's not going to, but my stepbrother who is a full Jew is not married to a
Oh,
Jewish
so you
person.
could have married him.
I will say when you were telling the incest story,
Wait, did
there
you
was,
grow up together?
No.
Oh my God, you should have married him.
He was right there the whole time.
Right under your nose.
I think, by the way, stepbrother, stepsister stuff happens a lot.
Clueless.
Oh, right.
Wait, was Paul Rudd and Alicia
They were
Silverstone?
Yeah.
steps. They were steps.
Yeah.
But
The look on your face
there was
like,
many years ago.
how could you not remember? All I remember is he had a KU hat on the whole time.
That's
So
right.
Paul Rudd went to KU.
He did.
right.
So did I, by the way.
That's
Are you
right.
from Kansas?
No, my
It's
parents.
Chicago, you just said, yeah.
I grew up in Chicago and Denver, but my parents are from Kansas City, Kansas, and Wichita, Kansas.
Got it.
Sorry, keep going.
Oh no, that's okay. I don't even.
Your stepbrother.
Many
Your
years
love for
ago,
your
in the
stepbrother.
early 2000s and the late 90s, when my father married my stepmother, we always went on these group family vacations as a group. And then wives and husbands came into the mix and kids and whatever. And then it stopped because everything imploded. That's being said, one time my stepbrother and I came up with the great idea
Here we
of
go.
let's tell my sister, who's a little on the high strung side.
Older or
Let's-
younger? I forget.
Older,
Okay.
4 years older. Let's tell my sister that we've been hooking up on all of these family vacations for the past 7 years.
That's so funny.
just as a joke.
How old were you?
I was like 38.
Yeah, that makes sense. So like if you were like 16, I'd be like, that's like super funny for a 16-year-old. 38, like that sounds right. I
No,
would do that.
we were like, let's drive Diana crazy. And so what
Diana,
happened?
that's my mom's name.
Oh, that's right.
That's
You've
right.
met Diana before, by the way. But
Yes.
so we did that, and we told her. And do you know
so
what? Do you know
evil.
what she did?
She got excited.
I forgot to
got
preface this
jealous.
all by
She got
saying
jealous.
we had a family vacation coming up next couple months, and she canceled her trip.
Oh my God.
She canceled being a part of it.
Yeah, and then I
She
was
didn't
like,
want to be near that.
I think I told her, and then like an hour or two passed by before I was like, this is too painful. I'm gonna,
Did she then redo the trip?
Yeah,
after
she
you-
redid
okay.
it. But I was like, Diana, no. But if I remember correctly, she had a friend in college who was hooking up with her stepbrother. And that was around the time
Of
we
course it
got our
happened.
step family. And so I think
I've had a
idea-
step family. Of course, not saying it happened to myself, but like it happens. So does like
I think it happened.
so does like brother sister stuff. Whatever. I'm not saying that's good, but like
Seems like you were earlier.
it seems to you. No. I'm saying
I'm
like,
joking.
I'm saying as like kids are experimenting growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were 38. That's different.
It was
Did she
like
forgive
really
you, though?
recently. Did she
Did she
forgive me?
think it was funny?
No. Both. It was
like not even after. Like okay. Okay, I see
I
now.
think I think yes, if I remember correctly, it was like, oh my God, Robbie, we have to tell her because she just canceled her trip, and then she laughed, and then was mad, and it was a combination.
Wait, is his name Robbie? You're
His
Robin
name is
and
Robbie,
he's Robbie?
and then his brother, he has a brother named Ross and a sister named Rachel.
Oh my God. Oh, wow.
She went through all the stages of grief.
Yeah, exactly. She had a journey in the whole time. But that was a long time ago. And I feel bad about that still, but I did think about that when we were talking about incest.
Yeah.
It would be, for me, that would be incestuous.
But also, you did fuck your stepbrother.
I didn't.
I'm kidding. I did. Just like
I didn't.
Yeah, we'll see.
So, but all like the net effect of this for her was probably like, why did they fuck with me?
Yeah, but it was
still
too. It
think
was
it's
really
amusing.
easy. However, the setup happened, the door was like left wide open for us to do the joke, and we just like went for it.
Right.
It was worth it.
Oh, I think it's very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine canceling in that situation.
Right, but that's my sister.
I would need to know more. I'd
Yeah,
be like-
no, she can't fully canceled.
I mean, I would be
everything.
like, "You're fucking with me. Is this true?"
No, I was
Yeah.
like, we're not fucking with you. We're like totally in love.
"Yeah." Psychopathic level lying.
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Listen, you guys, I need to tell you about Lomi by Pila. This is a countertop composting system. I don't know what kind of composting system you're doing, if you're even doing any. I don't know if you're doing that thing that the city is now giving you where they give you a pail to put your scraps in. I don't know if your city is okay, well,
I don't have a pail.
they're going to start giving you a pail.
I need a pail.
They're going to
Give
give
me
you a
my
pail.
pail.
Don't take the pail from the city. I mean,
No.
you do what you want.
I'm going to do whatever.
Do Lomi.
Whatever you're advertising, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
That's it. Look, I'm advertising it, but I'm also evangelizing it.
Oh,
I'm
no, you
also
believe in it.
Talking from the heart because, look, I've never been able to compost before. It's always too complicated. It's too much work. It's just a whole thing. And then I got a Lomi. Lomi allows me to turn my food scraps into dirt with the push of a button. It's a countertop electric composter that turns scraps to dirt in under 4 hours. There's no smell when it runs, and it's really quiet. Thanks to Lomi, I have way less garbage each week. We're talking from like 3 bags to 1. And since I got my Lomi, I throw out way less garbage. That means it's not going to landfills and producing methane. This is something new that I have learned recently.
Yeah, methane.
No, I knew about methane before. I knew about methane before.
The landfill.
Yes. That's what I didn't know about that. And look, I don't want to come off as someone who wasn't like super duper aware, but I just wasn't aware of how problematic it was to be throwing food scraps into the landfill and how much methane it was. Look, I just traipsed through life, not quite aware that it's like really awful to be throwing your food scraps into the landfills, and we need to be doing something about it. Enter Lomi. Now I turn my waste into nutrient-rich dirt that I can feed to my plants.
To my children.
That I can feed to my children, and we all love it. I feel great knowing that I'm composting and creating soil instead of waste. I have a basically limitless supply of dirt for my garden. If you want to start making a positive environmental impact or just make cleanup after dinner that much easier, Lomi is perfect for you. Head to lomi.com/bestfriend and use the promo code bestfriend to get $50 off your Lomi. That's $50 off when you head to Lomi, LOMI.com/bestfriend and use promo code bestfriend at checkout. Food waste is gross. Lomi is your solution. You'll want to move quickly as they're over 80% sold out for October. So again, that's lomi.com/bestfriend and use promo code bestfriend at checkout. I also want to tell you guys about Everlywell. Everlywell is a company that makes these at-home medical tests. So there's all sorts of tests now where in the old days you would have to go to a doctor and spend all sorts of money and it's inconvenient and it's expensive. And now there's at-home lab tests that you can do at home. I did one of these to find out my food sensitivities and it was super. Look, I'm not a humongous fan of blood. I think you know from listening to me talk on the show. However, for you guys and for the sake of knowledge, I did the Everlywell test and it was super duper easy. I just pricked the side of my finger with a little lancet that they gave me and then just put a few drops of blood on this card they gave me. They make it very easy. They gave me everything I needed, send it off. like registered my kit. I got a text, and then they said, your results are here. And then I found out what foods I have a sensitivity to. And I was not thrilled with my results because it turns out one of like the staples of my diet, which is egg whites, is like I'm very high sensitivity to that, which is interesting because I've always wondered, like when I eat a hard-boiled eggs, I'll get this like uncomfortable feeling in my throat. And I was like, am I eating it too fast? No. Now I know. And also like, anyway. Does anyone
Also,
want-
you're eating it too fast, but
by eating it too fast.
Yeah.
But does anyone also almonds, cashews,
Oh, no.
apples?
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
know.
lot.
I wish the results came back and it was like, what's something that I don't like?
You can never have a snack box on JetBlue.
I wish it was like
Yeah, that's very
I wish it was like
specific.
cucumbers.
Yes.
okay.
Because
Kale
I'm
nuts.
not super into. I don't and grape nuts, but it didn't say that.
Grape nuts, the cereal?
Sorry, don't love them.
Okay.
Let's talk about it after.
Very crunchy.
I can't get down with them.
Okay.
Anyway, Everlywell is digital healthcare designed for you, all at an affordable and transparent price. With over 30 at-home lab tests, you'll be able to choose the test that makes the most sense for you to get the answers you need, like the women's health test or food sensitivity test. Everlywell also has high-quality vitamins and supplements to support your overall health. Choose from a variety of options, including vitamin D3. I take those. They're gummies. And omega-3 fish oil. Everlywell ships products straight to you with everything you need in one package. Take your at-home lab test. Simply collect your sample. Use the included prepaid shipping label to mail your test back to a certified lab. Your physician-reviewed results get sent to your phone or device in just days. You can share your results with your primary care physician to help guide your next steps. If you ordered vitamins and supplements, you can start adding them to your daily routine right away. It's so simple. Over 1 million people have trusted Everlywell to support their health and wellness goals, and you should too. For listeners of the show, Everlywell is offering a special discount of 20% off an at-home lab test at everlywell.com/Allison. That's everlywell.com/Allison for 20% off your next at-home lab test. everlywell.com/Allison. Okay.
That reminded me of the commercials when we were a little younger, where they had the guy that could talk unbelievably fast.
Oh, yeah.
Micro Machines.
Do you remember what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? Yeah, like, and he would be on camera or something.
The guy with the mustache.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Was he bald?
Like, you're like that.
Yes.
You're like
Thank you.
that good.
That was
Oh my gosh, thank
great.
you.
I mean, I'm not saying you were that fast because that was not clear what he would do. Like,
that was like his shtick.
you were doing a clear version of fast. Yeah.
Tony, you knew that guy. What was his name?
Mr.
I
Machine?
think it's John something. You know what's weird is I was literally
I
listening
smell
to a
a biz-
podcast earlier today that mentioned him.
I smell a bizarre albums
I know.
episode coming
Wait,
up.
is he on YouTube? Can you pull him up and can we hear him?
Oh, I'm sure it is. Yeah.
He talked.
Yeah,
I was
that
like,
was
how is this
that
possible?
is bringing back memories.
He was on some Saved by the Bell episodes too.
Really?
Doing the same thing.
That's
That's
fucking
great.
awesome.
He started popping up
That's
everywhere.
awesome.
Yeah.
He did like a commercial and then he was on Saved by the Bell.
You know who's supposed to be a little bit, that's okay, who's like a little bit in the Bill Murray terrain of creepy is
Who?
Mr. Belding. I've heard, allegedly.
Dennis, what's his
Haskell?
name?
He used
Dennis
to-
Haskins.
Wait, not Haskell. Who's that?
Haskins.
Who's
yeah.
Dennis Haskell? Eddie Haskell.
Eddie Haskell's from
Yeah.
Leave It to Beaver.
Yeah.
There used to be a karaoke bar in Burbank called Dimples that
Dimples.
Mr. Belding was
That's right.
always there.
Is Dimples not there anymore?
No,
Oh,
I
that's
believe
sad.
that's where Whole Foods is now.
Oh, really?
I
You
believe
guys,
so.
listeners, if you are bored and you want to see something funny, Google Kiefer Sutherland dimples.
I will.
And you will
It's just
see.
one of his drunk
Does this involve a
episodes.
Christmas tree?
No, that's not when he
Okay.
jumps on the Christmas tree. He's just sitting in a booth at Dimples with a black T-shirt on and his pants around his ankles.
What's interesting to
It's
me?
so casual.
What's interesting to me about again, this is like this is a peer of mine, but like no, he's like been like chugging and churning like since I was a kid.
Absolutely.
Like a total pro career.
Yes.
And then he just has these moments, it seems from the outside, where he's just like he like drinks like a hockey player or something
Oh, my
like that.
God.
And
Yeah.
and then he gets back to
Hardcore.
business.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that is out all night and is on time for his call because that's just,
That's just what you do.
yeah.
Did you find it?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
First off, if you care, his name is John Machida Jr.
Oh, yeah.
Guinness Book of World Records for
Fast
world's
talking?
fastest talker. Wow. Here you go.
The Micro Machine Man here presenting the genuine original, colossally collectible, most midget miniature replicas of the real things. Micro Machines. Dramatically detailed, stupendously styled, smaller than a nut, this one or this one. And now with a totally terrific town, the new Micro Machine Super City Toolbox playset. Closed, it's a mild matter toolbox. Open, it's a Micro Machine USA. Cruise your mini Micro Machine vehicles, planes, and boats to the police station, the marina, the mini motorcycle repair shop, the gas station, the construction office, work, the real working drawbridge, highway, passenger ramp, and garage doors. Or take a Micro Machine flying machine in for a landing. Phew, this place has it all. The new Micro Machine Super City Toolbox playset from Galoob. The one and only outrageous original miniatures. Remember, if it doesn't say Micro Machines, it's not the...
It's incredible, right?
Micro Machines.
very
But you know what? That wasn't. You guys are kind of on the same. Like, you could do that. is
Oh,
what
no.
I'm
Thank
saying.
you.
Yeah,
I wasn't
yeah.
saying you couldn't.
No, no, no. You
I
could,
think your
I'm a better-
You're in that
sponsors
league.
don't want you to talk that fast.
No,
No,
they don't. Yeah,
no,
no.
but I'm saying you've got a talent you might not even realize.
Thank you,
might
Robin.
yeah. But did they? So for the world record, like, did they test him for cocaine?
Yeah,
That's a
is
really-
there, right.
Do you get to use whatever you want to use?
Performance-enhancing drugs. What's going on there?
100 milligrams of Adderall.
I think he just practices it and does like a lot of tongue twisters.
And also, I think he has a natural knack for it.
yeah, yeah.
Where did you go to undergrad?
Kansas.
Okay, but you did not major in philosophy then.
No, I was a very, very bad student all the way through college, like early, high school and before. Like 2.3 or whatever, and I went to like 4 different high schools, and like I just like didn't like school. It didn't fit with me. And like when I got to college, I was like, my parents had gone to that college, and like it was like 1 state away from where I was living in Denver, so it was like far but close. And I had a lot of fun staying for 4 years at one place, but I was really there more for social stuff. And like every once in a while, I would get like interested in something, but it was just like passing interest. And then it wasn't until I was out here, like I often like to study by myself. Like when I was a kid, we had like before the internet, we had like the World Book Encyclopedias or whatever. So I'd go downstairs and I just like pick a few volumes and just like start reading about shit that I was interested in.
Right.
And then like when I was out here, it was like 97. I moved out here like within 40 years or something, like 3 or 4 years. I was like, I gotta like structure my life a little bit better. And I went back to school to finally like study something I was like interested in. But I majored in communication studies in like Kansas because I had taken the most courses
Right.
of communication studies by the time it was time to say like, what do you want to major in?
And then what did you do your dissertation thesis? What for?
I did my dissertation at USC on the PhD program was is about merely verbal disputes in philosophy. So I had like I thought that it's like not
Is that mirrorly or merely?
like merely
Merely.
or mere verbal, whichever sounds more natural to you, but like just like verbal disputes in philosophy where I thought like after like taking years of philosophy, I just started thinking like, oh, but some of the stuff that we're like analyzing, like it could just be that like we learn the words a little bit differently or something like that. Like some of this is just like we're talking past each other, like
Semantics?
yeah, like a British person and an American person like arguing about whether or not a football's round. Like if they don't know yet.
Yeah,
it's like no, it's
interesting.
round. Like what do you think? Football? That's it. Like it's probably wrong, but like I turned it in and they gave me my degree.
Now,
Amazing.
were most of the people in your program going to go on to be professors?
I don't know about most, but like as I got there, it was like increasing in quality or reputation or something. Like because they got like the way a program of probably any sort, but like of like a philosophy program gets like goes up in the rankings or whatever is like they just get like professors that are like more well respected or whatever the heck, but like and they were doing that, and so more and more people were like getting jobs. Like it was like when I left, we were like a top 8 or 7 or 6 program, like which was like better than like Cornell, which I'd already also got into and better than like, but like a decent amount of people like can't get. It's not that much easier than getting like an acting job. But like, yeah, I mean, so now I have like some friends that are like just professors at like around the country and stuff like that. And that's fun.
Did you consider going on?
Early I did. But then like, at some point during my time there, I realized, like a lot of people do, like I'm not as good at writing as like some other people. It takes like a particular skills. I'm pretty good at like sitting at a table and pounding my fists and like arguing like in the way that's encouraged. But like and this is the same with like writing for like in Hollywood, like the like sitting alone at my computer is not something that like turns me on unless it's like porn or something like that. But like
Philosophy porn.
Yeah. No, but like I mean I just like can't. I like interacting so much that like the guy that was being really, one of my advisors was being really nice to me at the end, like when it was like kind of like time to like go. He's like, you know, he's like, you know, and if you end up, I'm like, obviously I have not prepared and I hadn't like, you have to go do, you have to publish papers before you graduate. You have to go give speeches before you graduate. And I hadn't done that because I was already performing at UCB and then acting. I was like on
Thrill.
I was on Up All Night, which was this NBC show
Created by Emily Spivey.
By Spivey,
my dear
the great
friend.
Spivey.
The great Emily Spivey.
And that was my second show. And I was still in grad school. And like some of my friends were like, what are you doing? Get out of here.
I didn't know you were in grad school then.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I was barely making it out. And he was like, find something where you can like interact with people because you like to interact. And I was like, yeah, that's probably good.
Was Up All Night after the one with St. Clair and that was
Best Friends Forever or BFF
Right.
with Lennon Parham and
Lennon and
Jess St. Clair.
Yeah.
They created it.
Right.
They were given by Bob Greenblatt, who at the time was like, you know, like I don't know, it was running NBC
he
or
was.
whatever. But like they were like the last
pickup.
pilot. No, but they were the last pilot to be even given any money. And they were given pilot presentation money, and they stretched it into a real pilot. And then they were the last pickup, and they got picked
And then so that was
It was really
before
impressive
Up
what
All
they did.
Night.
Yeah, that was like 2012, and then Up All Night was 2012.
Got it. Okay. It's all coming together now. Up All Night, if you guys don't know
And
Up All
then
Night, it's a
Holding
great show
Patterns.
and Luca's great on it. And then what?
And then you came to see the pilot, Holding Patterns, which was Justin Spitzer, who did Superstore and is now doing American
Auto. And I was in the Meow Show with him at Northwestern. He's a very good friend of mine.
He's
but
a
that's
very
why I was
funny
there
guy.
that day. That's the day I met
very-
Luca.
it was his-
Was with our friend Nelson Franklin.
He and
This
I were
is a
doing
Nelson
that pilot.
Franklin episode. He was in that pilot.
He and I were doing that pilot, and so that was the third time NBC had put me in.
Wow.
They were really nice.
I didn't realize that was all concurrent with this. I'm learning stuff about Luca too here. This is fascinating.
This is great. And
I'm
wait,
so glad.
why did you go to 4 different high schools?
Oh, because I was really willful. I didn't like high school. Now knowing what I know a little bit about like education and like different learning styles, like I think my learning style just isn't like sit in the class and like look forward or even sit in a circle and look at each other. But also not to bum people out too bad, but my dad passed away when I was 11, almost 12, and I was going to go live with him. And then I found out the day that he was going to pick me up that he was in an accident. And so looking back, like I assume like some of that was just like me like thrashing about through like grief or whatever.
Totally.
Of course.
But you're very, I want to say, as your friend, you're very reverent about your father on Instagram. And I always like when you post about him.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's really nice. You post about like him on his birthday.
I do it sometimes, like usually on his birthday. I'm really bad at Instagram.
And you look
as
a lot
everybody
like
knows.
him.
A lot of people think I look like him.
Yeah.
And like Father's Day maybe or something like that. Yeah.
And now I have a deep and emotional question as well.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I don't.
I know.
It's not. It's shallow. You're very tall. Now, many
I'm
actors.
pretty tall.
How tall are you?
I'm like 6'2.5",
Oh.
6'3" maybe tops if I have
But
my
I
shoes on.
feel like most actors are pretty tiny.
I think I'm tall for an actor.
Yeah, that's my question.
That's right. Yeah.
How does that, I mean, are they constantly having to put people on
No.
Apple boxes or just whatever?
I don't know enough about the casting process. Actually, like Robin probably knows more, but
yeah.
like I would assume that like if I'm being cast as like a boyfriend, which I have been like a decent amount, like that, like hopefully they like something about like the personality stuff
Right.
that's coming out, but like also I'm not just tall. I'm like kind of thick and like, you know, like I'm like I make every. I think it's unfortunate that women feel like they have to be so small. I'm being completely serious, but
Right.
like
So many women just
it's a
went
joke. I mean, it's a joke, but like that women can make too. But it's a really bad thing that women feel like they have to be small, and it's a really bad thing that men feel like they have to be big. Like that should have nothing to do with the gender. And like I think, and like and so yeah, like I make it's. I mean, I think like if I'm towering over like the lead or my girlfriend,
Right.
that's okay with them if the girlfriend.
It never
Yeah.
really comes up as a thing. I mean, again,
Right.
this is turning into a Nelson Franklin podcast. But
I mean,
his
Nelson's
Nelson's like
than me.
6'5" or even maybe 6'6", and
Yeah.
the girl that played his girlfriend on the show, I met him on Traffic Light, was Aya Cash, who was as tall as his
She's
table.
tiny, yeah.
And they were great together. They just
It's not even a counter height table, guys.
Yeah.
It's a pretty normal table.
It's a pretty
Yeah.
normal table, but the light, it might be 20% more difficult to light, but it's fine.
It's
I
fine.
think.
Yeah. Good question. I mean, I think if I were like up for like a Tom Cruise movie to be like his sidekick,
Yeah.
like it would have to be like, oh, here's the sort of slobbish, like way bigger than Tom sidekick
Right.
for comedic relief or something. But like, I just mean like, he needs to look
Like
strong.
the star.
He
Like,
needs to look
yeah.
strong, and sometimes people think short doesn't look strong. I don't
Have
think that's
all
true.
of Tom Cruise's co-stars been his height?
I don't know,
like-
but like Jake Johnson did like a movie with him that
Really?
I don't know how well it did or whatever. But Jake Johnson's like more of a normal height than me. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't mean he's short. He's not short, but like, I can't think of like a movie where I've seen probably most of Tom Cruise's movies before he became just an action star. And I can't think of a movie where like anybody was towering over him,
That's
but maybe
true.
there is one.
That's really
Yeah.
interesting. So much to Google tonight.
Oh my God.
I know. What's your browser of choice?
Google.
No, browser.
You mean
Like are you a Safari, Chrome?
Chrome?
Okay.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
I'm Chrome
I
or
didn't know the
Safari.
difference for us.
I
either.
recently
one.
switched to Safari from Chrome, and now I feel like my Safari's not working that well.
You'll
Tony?
go back and forth.
What do you use?
Chrome. I'm a
Maybe I need
Chromesman.
to switch back to Chrome.
He's
Maybe.
made of chromium steel.
I liked Chrome. I forget why I switched.
yeah.
I mean, it can
I
be.
don't know either.
Sluggish.
I
It was
think
sluggish.
I think it's good to just like move it around a little
Really?
bit.
Like switching shampoos to keep your hair guessing?
Just switch it. Yeah, keep the internet guessing. Keep the hackers guessing.
Yes, I think you're right. I think it's time to say hello and welcome to the new patrons. Get ready for a song, guys.
Allison wants to say thank you to a couple of special people out there who signed up to be new patrons. Patreon.com/Allison Rosen.
Hello and welcome to Wendy Bade, to Celine Prefontaine, to Abby, to Brian J, to Ellie Lewis, to Cranky Yanker 05, and to Leanie 32. Hello and welcome. I hope you are all enjoying your Patreon rewards and benefits and whatnot. And if you sign up and you're at the text level, I've now set it so that automatically you should receive the number. But if you don't get it, contact me. Okay, patreon.com/Allison Rosen. Let's quickly do a Just Me or Everyone.
Sometimes I ponder on something I have thought or done. Is it just me or everyone?
All right. Do you have one, Robin?
I'm thinking of it.
Okay. Do you have one, Luka?
I mean, I have one that like is in the past. So,
That's fine.
But you can still like evaluate it.
Yeah.
I love that the question is like, it only allows for the answer like you're alone in the world or everybody does it.
Well, I
know.
mean, it
You
feels
mean-
extra
you-
binary.
You mean, yeah. Is it me
It's a
or is this
spectrum.
pretty normal?
Yes,
Or-
it's a
yeah. Like,
Right.
so you might want to like correct that. But like anyway, I'm kidding.
I know.
No, like my mom dated a guy when I was like, this is my 20s, so it was a while ago. Like dated a guy named Tom, and like right after she started dating him, I went up to like visit her. She was like living in the Central Coast or whatever, and like and I went to give her a kiss, and I always just pecked my mom on the lips, and she avoided it, and I was like, huh? I mean, I was like 20 years of training, like, mommy? And she's like, we don't need to. And I was like, oh, this guy told you it's weird. And like, I was like, what the fuck? And then I went around to my friends. I go like, do you kiss your mom on the lips? And like, some of the women were like, no. And I'm like, oh, okay. How weird is this? And like, I got like some kind of like level of like, some people did, but not very many. And to top it off, like, I was a real kisser. Like, I really took it to heart. Whoever taught me to kiss, I would kiss.
Wait, what does that mean?
I mean, I just mean like that. I would.
Oh,
kiss,
you mean like
I would, I would
this
kiss
to everyone?
I'm saying not everyone, but like I would kiss my stepdad
Okay, on the lips.
on the lips.
Okay.
Like now I'm like, oh, I guess that is a little, but I was just like, see you later. You know, I'm going back to school or, you know, like back to college or whatever. And like most people I know don't do that. Yeah. I'm proud of it.
I remember my psychology teacher in high school was named Mr. Marino, and his daughter, Amy Marino, also went to our high school. And his daughter came in for some reason while I was having class with him and like was like, bye, Dad, and then gave him a peck on the lips. And I remember thinking like, I don't do that.
Yeah.
But that was, it seemed so comfortable for them. Wait, what is the just me or everyone is, do you kiss people on the lips?
Do you kiss your
casually?
your parents on the lips as a grown person?
I don't.
Yeah.
I definitely
Yeah,
don't.
no, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I want to say I saw my dad this weekend.
Amy
and-
Marino does. Though.
I did not mean to tie that in. Like, I did not know we were going to talk about incest.
Yeah, no, I mean it. But Robin and I sure felt it.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember what I was going to say.
Sorry.
I think I love that. I'm fascinated. Is it just me or everyone?
I mean,
Mackenzie Phillips. Remember
We thought
she hooked
hang
up
up.
with her dad?
Oh,
Well,
John Phillips?
oh,
hang
right.
on. Well, hang on, though.
Was
Okay.
that consensual?
At
Yes.
the beginning, it was not.
At the beginning. it
The
was-
claim is she was underage.
Yes.
He got her into heroin.
Correct.
Jeez, this is her blood dad.
Yes.
Oh boy.
The claim is that that he raped her to start.
Oh,
And
I
then
didn't know that.
she went, I mean, like she was in a drugged out stupor or something, if I remember right. And then it continued past when she was 18 and she, in some sense, consented to it. Yeah.
Can I just say that story again? That story
I
broke
think
because
people
I remember
would say it can't be consensual at that point.
That,
Right.
I am certainly not saying, just to be clear,
Oh no, I know.
That, like-
I just want to clarify.
that like
yeah, I know
shooting
you
your
weren't.
17-year-old daughter up with heroin and having
Yeah.
sex with her is cool. That's not a good
Yes,
idea.
yes.
That's not what I was talking about earlier.
I know. Okay, yeah,
Just
we
to be
know.
clear.
Yes.
But I remember, this is me, just me or everyone. I just remember it was 2009 when that story broke because I remember what show I was on and I was so naive. I was like, that can't be real. Like the idea
I
of a
often
consent,
have-
like that can't be real. Like
That's
it
good.
stunned me.
It's good that it stunned
me.
you.
But
That's good.
that's
That
how
means that
naive
you've had a
I
life
still am
Yeah, I'm
sometimes.
kind of the same way,
I
too.
still am like, someone's making that up. Like
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like I'm sheltered or I want to believe the best in people, but I just like when I hear these horrid, like awful things, I'm just like, no one would
No.
really do that.
No, it's just that you like had it's got to be that it's something like it's just that you had like along that dimension at least.
Yeah.
Like a really good childhood.
Right.
Yeah,
And
like in
didn't
that
have
way.
a dad.
Yeah.
In
didn't-
that way.
It doesn't mean that your like childhood was great or
Right.
perfect, but like you didn't have a dad doing that to you.
Yes.
Correct.
And it wouldn't even occur to you. Yeah.
Right.
Right. That's true. And that's
Yeah.
a point in the childhood
Yeah.
direction.
It's a low bar, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, you don't. You don't get too many pats on the back for not doing that to your father.
Right.
Like maybe one.
Yeah.
No, you get none.
You get one peck on the lips.
Yeah.
Oy.
From Luka.
From Daddy.
Oh God.
Do you have a kiss for Daddy?
That's from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
It is. It is.
So
Thank you.
that's how it is in their family.
So
Wait, did you do yours?
I didn't. I had mine, and it literally it slipped out of my
Okay.
head because of it'll come back in 1 second.
Yeah.
It was a good one too. It had to do with what we were talking about.
Could it have been that good if it slipped out that easy?
Oh, that's what I found it. I got it. My dear friend posted on Instagram this weekend that her darling son, who I happened to be, I helped him be birthed
born?
into the world.
Wait,
I was
what?
in the room when I
Wow.
was
Awesome.
he was born in my friend's apartment on purpose, and the
Whoa.
doula was late, the midwife was late.
Wow.
I wrote
Bad
a pilot
job.
about it.
Bad job, doula.
It was yeah, one job.
I'm late to a lot of stuff, but I'm not a doula or a midwife.
So this kid is 18 now, just to set the stage, and his mother, who I love very much, posted that he won the costume contest at school this year, and she used to be an actor, and she was really proud. And his costume was Jeffrey Dahmer. And it's a big, and I read on eBay all
Is that
the
'cause
Dahmer.
he's watching it?
Yeah, because he watched Dahmer and he loved it.
Wow.
And so I read today that like all of like the Dahmer-esque type costumes and stuff are being sold out on eBay. And I get really sad a little bit because there were some people that like, I mean, I hate to sound right. I'm usually just like, fuck it. You can dress for whatever, you wear whatever you want. But there's something that feels so weird to me about that. 'Cause
Yeah.
people really, really suffered. And like, I don't know if we're gonna quote unquote cancel people for having consensual affairs, like what world are we living in now that like you can dress up as Dahmer and be celebrated for it, but you can't have a consensual affair even if you're both married without it being public news and
Well,
being shamed for it.
I definitely think like
Are you talking about the Try Guy?
Yes, I'm talking about every
Who?
story
Yeah.
that's like the Celtics coach was having
Oh,
affairs.
What?
The Try Guys are these like internet guys who make videos, and
Yeah.
one of them, it turned out, was having an affair with like an employee or someone that he works with, and
Yeah.
so he got
somebody
canceled.
below him in the,
And- but,
in
like,
the
I don't
hierarchy.
even know if she was below. Maybe she was
below him, but
Okay.
it just
In
like
the hierarchy,
publicly,
yeah, as a
publicly
person, yeah.
shamed. And I
Right.
just feel like certain things have to remain private, and
Yeah.
consensual affairs are different than sexual assault.
Was he married?
He was
Yeah.
married, and he was like very. The sense, I don't know. I've never seen the content, but the sense I
neither.
get, they were saying that he was a real wife
guy.
So maybe he was like acting holier than thou and acting very
Yeah.
like, look at me, I'm
and
very
anybody
faithful.
anybody
and so
that's
people
not
wanted
like
him
that
to come
wants
down.
to take him down.
Right, right.
By the way, like whether or not people should be canceled for different, I'm sure like there are definitely things people should be canceled for. I think it's like I wish there were a different word or whatever, but
Yeah.
but also let's say like the people that like sit around like just looking to cancel people
That's crazy.
should be canceled.
Should be canceled,
They're
yeah.
terrible. They're
It's
terrible
too much-
people.
too much
If that's all
policing
you're
going
doing,
on.
if that's all you're doing on Twitter,
Yeah.
is looking.
I know.
I'm not saying
That's
that's
like
a
a-
huge part of the population, but like you've got a mental illness and you need help, and that's
Yeah.
it.
But my question is, am I being too judgmental for
No,
thinking?
I don't think you are. I think it's a generation thing.
I
it's
guess
like
so.
the Jeffrey Dahmer thing means something different to us than to
That's true.
people
we
who
were around.
Yeah.
we remember like
we
hearing-
can't divorce it from
That's
the
what it
carnage.
was. Like,
And he's a kid. I know he's an adult, but he's a kid.
He's a
Yeah.
kid. He's totally a kid. I just, like,
It's like how Jack. I mean, this is an extreme example, but it's like Jack the Ripper to us is like a character.
I was gonna
Sure.
say that.
Oh, really?
that's
Okay.
so interesting.
I was gonna bring up Jack the Ripper. And it's like
We
and
don't
it's
think
like-
about Jack the Ripper's victims because
Yeah.
we weren't around. Yeah.
also
This is
because
great.
his victims were sex workers
right.
Mm.
and people like probably back when we were kids. It's like, yeah, he killed hookers.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's like, Yeah, that's bad.
That's still,
really
guess
bad.
what? It's still bad.
Even if they're selling sex, you're not allowed to kill them.
You're not.
They're
It's
people.
not the agreement,
Yeah.
guys. So yeah, okay, that makes
But
me
I've
feel
heard
better.
a lot of people, and I haven't watched the show.
Me
and
neither.
I
There's
can't.
no way.
Yeah, but I've heard a lot
I've
of people.
watched some of it,
You
yeah.
have. I've heard a lot of people speak out against it. Is like, why are we doing? Why are we
Glorifying
making
it.
entertainment out of this?
We can't help it.
It's
I'm-
absolutely the number one show that's ever been on Netflix in the U.S.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I know.
Or actually, maybe even worldwide. It's so unbelievably popular.
Do you know Ian Brennan?
No, I know
Yeah,
the
I do.
name.
So I know him. So like, I mean,
He's the
it's
guy-
been a while.
Oh yeah, he's the writer. Right.
He's the guy who like created Glee,
Right.
Just
and then needed like a name to like co-create it with him or whatever.
Just a real fast aside
Yeah.
for anyone who listens to Childish, he's the voice of You Rang and You Wrote, which are a couple drops that we do on Childish, just for people who are in this world. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So he's great, whatever. But like, I wasn't gonna watch it, but then I started, and like,
So he wrote the show.
I don't know. I don't know how much. I mean, I don't know about all the Ryan Murphy shows because I haven't watched American Horror Story or anything like that. I didn't watch Glee. Sorry, Ian. Like, there's just a ton of stuff I watch like Law and Order. SVU.
Yeah. Oh,
But,
I
like,
love that show.
Yeah. Okay, we'll talk later. But like like I started watching it and I was like, I'm not sure, but it's like well acted, and like I can tell you like the thing that what was the one on Netflix that like they didn't continue? Was it Fincher that was doing it? About the serial killers.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
Come on.
I don't know.
Come on.
Killers Incorporated.
No, a few years ago. Anyway, I was Mindhunter. So like I like so like and that was
Right.
really good and had like some really good stuff
Yeah.
in it. Like, and I'm not normally in my life like the people that are really, 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 really into serial killers in my life are women.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I think it's just like it's like a prophylactic. Like, isn't that weird? Isn't that scary? It's like a thrill. It's like the kind. It's
Thrill.
It's a controllable thrill. Yeah, like and scary
Yeah.
thing, like a roller.
No, that's a
coaster.
thing.
Yes.
Women who are into
But-
true crime is a thing.
But like,
Definitely.
I mean, I think women are more into it than
Yes.
men I know at least. But like,
It's like non-aspirational. It's
No.
like you're seeing what could have possibly happened to you.
and it's anthropological.
Yeah.
you get to examine the idea of a person that can do things that you can't imagine doing,
Right.
that are horrible. They're just like terrible things, like, and just like try to get some kind of comprehension about it, but then
That's
also go like, "Ugh," and have the feelings that like maybe some people enjoy in their entertainment
Yeah.
or something.
People like a show.
But it's definitely, it doesn't look to me like it, like when, as I'm watching it, that it's like glorifying his behavior. And
Yeah,
I have
I
no
mean,
idea.
it's interesting. There's such a pushback that I'm aware of against that particular show, but really, why is that any different than any of the other
You mean serial killer ones?
Yeah, any of the other
Like
shows
Zodiac
that they've
or-
done.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
like you just said, I didn't know this. If it's truly like Netflix's most popular
Ever.
show ever, like that's why,
yeah.
because it's reaching so many. people.
Right. Because I saw a lot of women this weekend that were like, I didn't think I would watch more than one episode, but it was just so disgusting. I had to keep watching it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, why did people keep watching Trump on like TV?
They love a show.
Yeah.
People love the show.
Well, listen, you guys.
Listen,
Could not
Incest,
have been
Trump, Dahmer. Thank
the
you.
normal stuff.
Bill
Sorry,
Murray.
everybody.
Bill Murray.
Angelina
No, I
Jolie.
loved it. This was fascinating.
everybody.
This could not have been more fun. I
So
loved
fun.
every minute of it. We didn't even get to talk about how your pants and your purse match unintentionally. They're both pink, and I was
I feel like that counts. Like you just put.
I
it
just
in.
Yeah,
mentioned it. Yeah,
thanks.
I was
Woo.
sure that it was on purpose.
It
You
wasn't,
say it
and
wasn't.
I said it out loud because I was so embarrassed.
I think, but to me, I was just like, she's nailing.
Looks
the
great.
accessorizing.
Looks great.
Thank you, guys.
If you like what you're hearing, or even if you don't, please make sure you're subscribed. Click 5 stars. Follow me on social media at Allison Rosen on Twitter and Instagram. Listen to my other shows, Childish and Upworthy Weekly.
Yeah, just listen to them, guys. This was my fault, whatever happened here. But just like, she's really good, obviously.
Thank you. I can talk fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Like,
talk
oh my God,
fast.
so fast.
YouTube.com/Allison Rosen. Please make sure you're subscribed there. And my guest this week, Jade Catapretta. Would you not say she was delightful, Tony?
She was great.
She was great. She was delightful. And Robin, where can we find you? What should we look out for?
I just want to say all of Allison's listeners are so nice on
They're really
Instagram.
nice.
They're so truly nice. So hello to everybody who's recently joined.
They love you.
That's so nice. I'm at Robin Shorr, ROBINSHORR. On Instagram right now, it's a lot of bat mitzvah content, but we're going to move off of that soon.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Luca, where can we find you and what should we look out for? We didn't even talk. You have a new movie coming
Yeah.
out, right?
What are you
Yeah.
working on, dude?
It's a movie that I worked on last year that was like, it's an indie comedy that like got like IFC picked it up for distribution. So that was
Nice.
good. And it's called Bar Fight and it comes out, just in a couple weeks. Like it comes out, I always know it comes out like on the 10th or the 11th or whatever.
Awesome.
And like, I think it's going to be, in theaters but also released that day on streaming. And it's with Melissa Fumero from like,
She's great.
Brooklyn
she's great.
Nine-Nine.
From
She's
Brooklyn
great.
Nine-Nine. It's with Rachel Bloom from
Love
His
her.
Ex-Girlfriend.
Oh, love her.
It's a great cast, Julian. Like there's like a lot of good people in it and, check it out. And then on Instagram, I'm at Luka Jovetic, but you can just like type in Luka Jones and it'll come up. And
Perfect.
Jovetic is his real last.
that's my real last name.
That's what I figured.
So many secrets coming out.
Oh my God.
Tony, what about you?
Twitter and Instagram at.
Tony Thaxton.
Tony Thaxton.
I was waiting for it.
Was that you?
No, but I like to mimic that one.
And then
That was good.
Bizarre Albums every Tuesday.
All right. Thanks,
Bizarre
guys.
Albums is
Thank
great,
you.
by the way.
Listeners,
you.
thank you for listening. I love you. You matter. Goodbye.
Hey, do you know about the Allison Rosen show?